Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback, and I'll be looking at this as a first-time site visitor, even if I've looked at your site before. I do want to go through and give you the perspective of a site visitor. All right. So, starting off, the colors are good. We do want to take our name off. Think of this as just your client's website, so we don't want our name there. You do want the logo in the header up here rather than the background. Anytime the logo is broken up like this and not clear, the client's not going to be responding as favorably. We need to have more contrast here for that button. We can't really read it until we scroll over it. The fictitious disclaimer, that's going to go in your footer. So somewhere closer to where you have your 2025. Very good. You've got your copyright year there. You do want to link these up to the client's accounts that were provided. So let's look around a little more. Let's bring this content up higher. All right, so we're not scrolling as much. And we don't really have our menu here. We've got something where we can start, and it takes a couple of clicks to get to the actual menu. And we want to avoid glassware because it's a food truck, so that's something that they don't have. What you want to do is, rather than have this intermediate menu that goes to each section, you want to just start your menu here. So you're going to have your starters and then your tacos, your drinks, and your sides basically on the same page so that they're not jumping around. And again, you want to be very mindful of glassware or anything that isn't on their menu. But we want to eliminate clicking and scrolling. That's a real big goal of ours. Let's remove this for sure. Any placeholder images, this comes out. What you want is just this content, and you want this as high up as possible so that when they go to location, they see the location information as soon as they land there. Just as the contact pages, you see you've got your form, and I know it's a template, but this is how it should be. And you want to link up your socials for sure. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you'll have your logo up here for Real Deal Taco and not your name. But other than that, you've got a little bit of tweaking to do. You're working on your site this week, and that will have your name. But for this one, it's your client. So you'll revisit this, you'll add your edits, and that's really how you'll be graded in week 4 for your revision, if you applied all the edits. Even if you make a decent grade right now, if anyone submitted the same assignment, the same website, you would not make the same grade because the edits are required. Okay? All right, great start. Okay, first thing I notice is the spelling of the company. So that should be REEL. And I do like the colors. I'm not sure about this image back here. We must have these entered. Search engines will look through and find these items in your menu, and screen readers. And screen readers can't read pictures of words, neither can search engines. Search engines can read a title of a page or an image, but it can't read what's in it. You probably should just left align all of this, and see if you can bring the name up here for the person, or bring the name. If you have to widen the column, that's fine, but just add the name right after their testimonial. So this is your location information. Make sure you remove any placeholder text like this phone number. If we go to location, it's not taking us there though, so we want to get rid of this. They don't want this right here when they go to locations, right? They're looking for this. So we want to get rid of anything that's going to be confusing. They don't need this, they need this, and that's what it's labeled. Contact needs to be placed last. Again, placeholder information. This is a placeholder page, so we've got to get rid of all of that content. So the About Me should be over here. Either this is a box that needs to be extended so that the page comes up here, or in your pages and menu in your Wix editor, it needs to be taken out from under one of these other pages if that's what's causing this, but it could just be that you need to widen that to bring it up. Okay, and this is incomplete. This is template. All right, so you want to go ahead and add everything, and your cookies, that's a little incomplete there, and of course incomplete here. As we go through, you may see examples, and you can look at your peers' websites. If you go to the discussion, it's created as a discussion, your assignment, so that you can do that. Go and check out your peer sites, and you can see you just want all of this on the same page with the description and the cost, and not adding it to a cart. All right. It's a food truck, but they're not ordering online and picking up. And just remove these. Contact goes last. All right. So a little bit of time left. Set some time aside to make those edits, and you'll be learning even more this week while you're working on your personal site. Okay. That does have specific guidelines. You'll be bringing that site into web design next year and working on it further once you have additional projects to add to it. Okay, Chaz, let's take a look here. You want to link up your social icons. You need to remove any hamburger icons. This is not the easiest template. Seems like it would be, but it requires a lot of editing. The color palette isn't correct. And so it's just not as easy as one might think. We really probably should group this more and give a little bit of separation from those columns. And this would need to be blue, for example, instead of red. Same here. The color palette doesn't work with this particular template. We want to bring that space up a little bit. They haven't told us if they cater, but I'm okay with that. But okay, form. Go ahead and update this to 2025. You can remove the Instagram page. It's not a requirement, it's just with this menu. Okay, let's see. That. Okay. All right, you've done quite a bit of work though. You just need to go in and make it brand friendly, link up some things, remove this. I'm going to let the catering slide. But yeah, but other than that, you've got a good start, and I can see why people are attracted to this template. It just requires a lot of rebranding in the color palette. All right, good job, Chaz. All right, let's see. So let's take this button off and left align any paragraph text. You could probably make this logo bigger if you like. That shape doesn't bother me, but generally you're going to left align. If you made this shape the same as that might be okay, but it's always risky. And when something is resized, those things can sometimes change. Okay. Okay. Good job linking up. And then seems like there's a background image, which means you would select the background and make it a color and select white, and then that would make it disappear. You can also go into your Wix editor on the left where you have the letter A and the color drop. That's your site design, and you can adjust the background there if you have something that is still stuck back there from the template. All right. You do need a contact form. This is a rather deep header. What happens is if it's on mobile or anything, it's just taking up a lot of space. So it is on every page, and it looks all right on your home page, but I think this is your whole header. It needs to be not so deep because it's requiring a lot of scrolling. I mean, it's not that it's poorly designed or anything. It looks good. It's just functionality. Okay. And your content. All right. Let's take a look at another one. I like what you guys are coming up with. They're always so unique. Rashid, I think we want to do away with this. Probably delete that. This is on top of that. I know we added this. We want to remove the word new. Probably don't need a scroll button because we're not actually scrolling much. And you want to pick up that fictitious disclaimer that is with the assignment. So it's going to look like that. And this can go down here. Let's see what happens. You want the logo in the header, remember. Okay. And be mindful of glassware. Make sure all images are clear. At least, you know, the part that's in focus. You might want to go a little larger on this font. It's a little bit small. And otherwise, you have everything here. Maybe a header would be good. You could probably bring the navigation over to here if you want, or you can put the logo here or in the middle, making room up here for both the logo and the navigation. And yeah, this one has some rastering around the edges. You want to be careful about that, the rasterizing. And we're scrolling here. This could be either a wider column or an image here so that this isn't so blank. Very good. Make sure all your headers are using the same, headings are using the same font. So you would have, good. So here you would have, menu and contact. Let's reduce the size of these. You can use the icons. It will be easier and cleaner. Let's not use the background for the logo. Same thing, it's out of focus. It's harder to read all of this that kind of run together like that. So the easiest thing would be, you could save this, create a new contact page, and it will end up right here. And then go ahead and, since you have all your links here, your new contact is going to have a form, and it's going to have social media icons, and you can just set those up and use these links while you have them here, and then delete this old page, if that makes sense. So happy with where everybody is. It's a learning curve, but you're growing, and you're learning not just how to operate Wix, you're learning some of the UX that you'll need for any content management system, such as font sizes, colors, left alignment, layout. All those things are something you can use. So good job. Have fun this weekend working on your professional site, and then you'll revisit this again and put in all your edits. Good job, everybody.